Hey everybody, it's Ziz here, and this is a first look at the Ganetian Duelist, the newest archetype in Crowfall, and they are a ton of fun. They have stealth and combo points, and they can tunnel underground, and look, they got a pistol and a rapier, and they're a guinea pig. They're so much fun. We're gonna take a look at all their abilities and their combos and their animations. We're gonna do some combat and talk about how they work and feel in the game. And they also have the new combat system where you can move freely while you're attacking with full body animations. It feels so good. It's the most fun I've had in this game to date. I'm so excited to tell you all about it. While I was out running around, I found another duelist, and so of course we had to duel for the honor of rodent kind, and I'm just trying to get as many pips as I can as quickly as possible. I throw up my buffs here, and those are going to last through the whole fight, so it's pretty good to start with those, trying to build up some more pips, but he actually stuns me, and so as soon as he does, I use my C ability and I go invulnerable, and he just stands there and takes my stealth number 2 to the face. He gets knocked down, and I just lay on so much damage, and he can't do anything. He tries to recover and uses his C ability, but of course I move away because I don't want to take all that damage or get stunned when it blows up, but I still keep him in front of me so I can see him when he pops out. I hit him with the number 2 and stun him and finish him off. Now you can see how much faster combat is, and there's no animation locks, and it is so much fun. It feels so much better than it has in the past. I really enjoyed it. Now the first thing you might be thinking is, how does stealth work in the game? Well, with the duelist specifically, you have to be out of combat, you press number 6, and you burrow underground. And look, you're a little dirt mound, it's pretty funny. From the way I understand it is, if you're behind someone, they can't see you. If you're in front of them, then it does a check between your stealthiness versus their perception. So there's definitely some gameplay and some stats involved there. I'm just attacking some random mobs here. We'll talk about some of the abilities as we go through them. My first ability I used, it was like a red target over their head. That's a debuff. If you use that on someone, it makes your other abilities have some different modifications, like it does more damage or it crits and that sort of thing specifically. Really powerful if you can get it off, but kind of hard to time that stuff. Number 4 there, that was a burrow. You like kind of teleport forward. And then number 2, I used that on the earlier fight, was a big AoE shot, and this was number 1. It does a good chunk of damage. It also gives you 2 pips. Those are the things that are filling up on the bottom right corner there, up to 5, and then I use them here. Those are basically just like a combo point system, you know, like you'd find in a rogue from World of Warcraft and that sort of stuff. But it works really well, and it's pretty easy to get pips. Again, if you're stealth, you know, burrowed, and you use number 1, that gives you 2 pips. And out of combat, or not out of combat, but out of stealth, if you look at number 1, that's a pistol shot. It goes 15 meters. That gives you 2 pips. Also, left clicking, that gives you a pip each attack that you hit as well. So you get lots and lots of pips, which is really awesome because pretty much all the rest of your abilities use them. The more you have, the more powerful it is. So going left to right, number 2 is also a pistol shot, so it's a 15-meter range. If you have 5 pips, it does a lot of damage. Plus, it stuns your target, which is really great. Number 3 does a pretty good chunk of damage, and it also bleeds your target. And with 5 pips, it's going to bleed your target to 50% of their life. So if you use that on like a tank that has a ton of life, it's guaranteed to get them to 50% unless they get healed to full, then it stops. Number 4 are some random buffs, one of 6 different buffs. And number 5 is a damage shield that reflects damage back. Another thing that I really enjoyed was stealing other people's stuff. You see, as I'm cutting down this tree, the items fall on the ground, and you actually have to run over those to pick them up. But as the duelist, I could just burrow underground, and I could stay hidden and take other people's stuff as they were gathering it. Now, remember, this is a check between your stealth and their perception. So I think it could totally work in the future where if you stack a bunch of stealth and you're like the super stealthy character, you could just go out there and steal everybody's stuff and they would never see you, right? They wouldn't even know what's going on. And so you don't even have to be a combatant. You don't even have to be a crafter, right? There's all these other ways you can play the game. But I think this would totally be a viable way. You could do that all day, every day. Just go out there and steal everybody's stuff and then sell it to other players. And then, you know, you could sell the stuff you stole back to the people you stole it from. Be like, hey, I heard you needed some logs. And they're like, yeah, how did you know? Like, don't worry about that. So this archetype is really, really versatile. I mean, you could be a great solo player with being able to stealth and get away from packs of people who are trying to kill you. You can be a thief and just take everybody's stuff. That burrow ability, your stealth number 4, should let you get under walls so you can go into keeps and maybe take people's stuff there. Obviously, it's a good combatant. You can kill people, you can fight, you can take part in the battles. So what do you think of the Ganetian Duelists? I've had a ton of fun playing them. I love their stealth, their combo point system, their abilities, even just their swagger, just the way they walk and run. They are a lot of fun to play. And if you combine that with the new combat where you can move freely, the faster attacks, all of it put together, I'm having a ton of fun. But I know some people don't like playing little characters or rodents, and they don't like stealth. So tell me what you think down in the comments below. I'm curious to see what your impressions are of the Ganetian Duelist. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.